Reducing, eliminating, and preventing preschool suspensions. What are the strategies we should use? Well, one of the first strategies is being aware of our own biases. You need to know the biases that you bring into the situation. We all come with our own background, with our own expectations, with our own way of being. Let's make sure that those expectations that we have is not based on our own behavioral expectations, but the cultural expectations of the children and families. The second strategy is to be aware of your hot buttons. What are the behaviors that really push your buttons? Remember, behavior is defined by the person who's most annoyed by it. There are some behaviors that may push your buttons, and your co-teacher may not be at all bothered by those behaviors. Remember, when your buttons are pushed, that's really your problem. That's what children do. They're going to push them. How you respond to it will depend on how aware you are of your sensitivities around those behaviors. Then the third strategy is really knowing the children you work with, having personal relationships with them. Because when you know who they are, then you can anticipate their behaviors. You know what their triggers are, and you can plan accordingly. You have to set up an environment for the child's success. You have to make sure that children know the rules. And you don't teach the rules at those hot points. Just imagine someone trying to tell you a rule when you're really, really upset. We teach the behaviors we want children to learn and know during those times when they're most likely to hear them, during group meeting times, circle times, and we reinforce them throughout the day. Then you really have to know yourself. When are you most tired? When are you most annoyed? But not only that, what are some of those points in the day where children are more likely to misbehave? You know, that transition between lunchtime and nap time that's so loud, that's so chaotic, that's a time that you can expect some of these behaviors to crop up. So what do you do about it? You plan for those. And then you have to also have your resources readily available. Take advantage of early childhood mental health consultation if that's available in your state. Talk to someone about it. Ask for assistance. Also, engage in trainings that teach you how to handle behaviors that you perceive to be challenging. And I say that very intentionally, that you perceive to be challenging, because we already know the behaviors that children are going to engage in. We know that when children get upset, they kick, scream, bite, cuss, throw things. The sad part of that is that's what adults do when they get upset. So the key to managing the challenging behaviors of children is really to learn to manage your own. We can prevent preschool suspensions. We just have to engage in the training. We have to set up environments where children can be successful. We have to intentionally teach children pro-social skills, like making friends. What do you do when you get angry? Because it's okay to get angry. What do you do with those really strong emotions? And how do we handle our own emotions? When we put these strategies in place, we can prevent suspensions. But the key to preventing disproportionate numbers of children of color being suspended and expelled is to be aware of your cultural biases, and every single day, every day, engage in critical reflection. Look back on your day and ask yourself, what could I have done to improve the outcomes that I saw today? And what will I do tomorrow? What came up for me when children misbehaved? Which children pushed my buttons? All of these things together, I believe, will reduce the disproportionate number of children of color suspended and expelled from early childhood programs.